It's going to take decades, I think, to find a cure for brain cancer. We've seen it happen in other cancers, so I truly believe it's possible, but it's not something that's going to happen overnight. So we want to get the brightest young minds to commit their life work to brain cancer, and I think this is what this fund and this scholarship program is all about, is finding the smartest people in our country and hopefully around the world and saying, can you help us find the solution? And I believe, having met our first one, that we will in fact find a solution with their incredible brains.
I really like the brain, basically. I really like neuroscience and the brain and, understanding how it works and how that changes within, disease and when things go wrong. And I think that's really important to get a better understanding of how it works when things are right. I'd really love to see this pipeline that we're developing, that I'm sort of leading the project on, really hit the ground running and find some novel therapeutics that we can potentially take into the clinic with our other areas in the Brain Cancer Centre. And, if we had a really nice story where we found something and it got in and it worked, I mean, that's the dream, right? Being able to see a project through, not having to worry about when am I scrambling to get the next set of funding. If I don't get it, then am I out of a job? Am I going to prioritise small projects that, don't have the big impact that, taking the time and doing things right with a really well-defined project. And, these big impactful things take time. So being able to do that and have that security, I think it's really important, and it's really, really nice.
I think it's a beautiful thing to be able to have the scholarship program in memory of Greg, because I know during his 9-year battle with brain cancer, he really desperately wanted to change the outcomes and statistics for other people. But when you're going through something like that yourself, it's about putting one foot in front of the other, getting through the day, raising your child, doing all those things. So being able to look broader than that is sometimes impossible. And I think to be able to have found a way to continue his legacy and to do what he would have loved to have done at the time, in the building that he used to look over when he was in hospital every single time he came in for an operation, I think is an incredible thing, and I know his family are incredibly proud, and I know he would be too. I never, ever in my wildest dreams imagine we'd have patients on trials, or we'd have, our first recipient of a Greg Lange Scholarship funds. I mean, these were all dreams. All I wanted was to raise a bit of awareness and raise a bit of money. So to be at this point, I think just there's so much hope, and I think hope is what you need in a situation like this, especially for something that has the statistics as devastating as brain cancer. I think hope for the patients, hope for the researchers, hope for the families, hope is what we've got now, and I think that's a wonderful place to be.